Yo, what is good, everybody? It is your boy, Golden Falls, Golden What If, whatever you want to call me, and I am back. This is the finale of What If Isagi was the perfect player. As always, if you enjoy, show some love, leave a like, leave a sub, leave a comment down below. Also, if you're listening to this on Spotify, make sure to follow the podcast and also leave a 5-star rating. With that said, I'm not going to waste much more of your time. Let's get into the What If. Let's get it. Isagi, Bachira, and Chigiri. They are taking on what seems to be the prodigy of Blue Lock. Blue Lock hasn't shown much just yet. Everybody's been sectioned off into different places in this so-called facility. But now they take on someone that is connected to one of the best players in Japan, that being Sai Itoshi's little brother, Rin Itoshi. It's Rin, it's Aru, and it's Tokumitsu versus Bachira, Isagi, and Chigiri. And Isagi is there to prove how much better he is than everyone else that is there. And that's the fact of it. Isagi wants to not only step up, but Isagi wants to show that he's that much better than everyone else that steps on the field. Isagi steps on that field with Bachira and Chigiri, and it's immediately obvious that the speed advantage leans heavily toward his team. Isagi is extremely fast, and on top of that, well, Chigiri is extremely fast. And reading the field is not enough to stop them from absolutely blowing by every defender that they have. It seems as if there's really no chance at stopping this team. Rin believes that maybe they should just go blow for blow. Maybe their best chance is to just all out try to score. Maybe, just maybe, they'll be able to keep up. But it's never that simple. Because once Rin begins to set up his team for their own goal, being obviously down 1-0, he tries to set him up, and it's immediately trumped by Isagi. Isagi's right there. His speed, his strength, and also his ability to read the field seems to be exceedingly better than Rin's at this moment. Rin is shocked to see a speeding Isagi coming across the field and immediately stealing it from him. He's immediately taken back by this, wondering how he was even able to basically get there, how he was able to read exactly what was happening and make a play, make an immediate play. It's insane what he was able to do, and insane that he was even able to do it in the first place. But Rin has to keep his head on straight. He believes that he's still in this match, so he needs to figure out how to get past Isagi. He even tries to score a goal from the halfway point on the field, shooting, and it's a beautiful shot at that, seemingly soaring to the top right of the goal, but Isagi seems to be there to meet it. Isagi headers the ball away, and Bachira recovers it, kicking it up the field to Chigiri, as Chigiri is already in place to score another goal. It's as if the speed of what they're doing, the outlet passes, everything is just too perfect. Rin is falling behind way faster than he ever thought he would ever fall behind against someone that isn't Sai Itoshi. He realizes that this is basically a losing battle that he's playing at the moment, and he needs to step it the hell up. And that's what he tries to do. He tries to get everyone involved. He tries to set the field up perfectly for goals that he can see in the near future, and maybe, just maybe, he would get one of them at most. But Isagi's speed, his strength, his height, everything about him, everything, his ability to use his left and right foot to the same degree makes him perfect. And it's obvious that there is no keeping up. There is no chance for Rin Itoshi's team to win. This would obviously put him off extremely bad. He would be wondering, what does he lack? What is he so far behind in? But Isagi would kind of sense this doubt in his mind. So after he wins 5-1, he would tell Rin that it's not that he lacks something, it's that Isagi is just that much better, and that he can tell him exactly why he's that much better. Rin is shocked to hear this, but he tells Rin that there's not much time to keep on chatting, that, well, it's time for more or less him to join their team and for them to proceed to the next round. And let's just say the next round would be just as easy. This team that Isagi has built and the team that he's utilizing would come up against a team of Nagi, Reo, Zantetsu, and one other player, but it wouldn't necessarily matter. This would be a game for Nagi to try his best to get his so-called revenge, to show that he could compete against the best, or, well, in this case, the best. Or the best, the one singular best in Isagi. But even with that said, it's not that simple. It's never that simple. The combination of Isagi and Rin is even more lethal than what anyone would believe. This combination seems to be so dominant, so perfect. It's as if Isagi is making every single person on the field, Chiguri, Bachira, and obviously Rin, that much better. So much better so that it's almost impossible to even believe that they could lose. How is it even possible for them to lose in general? And that would definitely feel like the case, and would feel like the case for a while. Well, that's until they get on to the next round. Isagi and, well, his team would beat Nagi's team, and pretty handedly at that. It wouldn't be too hard at all. And, well, when he would beat him, there was something else that was to come, something else that was going to happen next. And that something, well, is the one and only game against 5 of the best players in the world. Yes, there's a team of Isagi, a team of Nagi, with Rin, Bachira, and Chiguri. The speed is unmatched, the ball control is amazing. But how will they do against the best players on the planet? Yeah, now that game is a spectacle. But in all reality, well, Isagi, he's ready for it. But the real question is, everyone else ready for it? Because when you step on that field with 5 of the best players in the world, not everything that you can do will translate to the people around you. A fast goal, a very, very quick one from Isagi to Rin to Bachira. There would be a quick goal that Isagi would pass to Rin. Bachira would receive the ball from Rin, and a beautiful pass soaring through the air would lead Rin to scoring a goal as well. But once the other team got on offense, once the World 5 was or had possession of the ball, it seemed as if everything changed in an instant. Isagi could lock down one player and maybe even get a steal and find a goal for himself, but everything after, it just went downhill. It seemed as if everything began to crumble extremely fast, and that's to be expected when you're going against someone like the World 5. Rin was cocky, he was arrogant, he believed that they were gonna win no matter what, but Rin isn't on the level of Isagi, and he's far from it, and the only person that's even on the level of the World 5 or close to it is Isagi himself. So yeah, Isagi can keep up with one of them, but being a perfect player, being the perfection that he is, well, he can't keep up with all 5. And his team would end up losing 5-2, and it would be definitely an eye-opening experience for all of them, even including Isagi. Isagi would tell them that they can't take things so lightly, that whatever's to come must be much, much greater than they possibly imagine, that going against, well, each other is one thing, but once you start leveling up the competition, it's a whole nother thing. And Isagi says that his assumption is that there's going to be a next level to all of this. There's going to be another version of what they're going to have to do. So his team would pass on and they would win, or they would technically pass on to the next selection, and they would wait for everyone else's arrival. But once everyone else would arrive, he would realize something. Well, for one, Kunigami is not there, and that would definitely off-put him entirely, but Shido or someone else that is very cocky, arrogant, and so on would show up in front of him. Shido would throw a kick at Isagi, but he would easily catch the kick and put Shido on the ground, telling him that there's no point in trying to attack him, that there's no point in even this squabble at all. At the end of the day, he is upset Kunigami's gone, but all of the things, or everything, will end with him being the greatest striker here, so all of them will be gone eventually. In which this is one of the first times that everyone sees that Isagi's being arrogant, more or less showing the ego side or the egoist side of himself. Before that conversation could go any further, the screen would turn on, and well, it was Jinpachi Ego. Jinpachi Ego would begin speaking and telling everybody there that they have a brand new thing to get into, and that is something that should make them scared, but also make them excited. That these unpolished gems are going to be the best, the greatest. These unpolished gems are going to show everyone why they're so much greater than anyone could possibly imagine. In which Isagi would smirk slightly because he has a feeling what's coming, and that is because they're going to be taking on Japan's U20 team. Japan's U20 team is built up of elite talent, but there's one person that him and even Rin are excited to take on, and that is Saitoshi, the most touted prospect in Japan, so touted to be some prodigy, some prodigal son, the one person that's going to lead Japan to the promised land. And now they get a chance at the big time. Now they get a chance at shooting down the best player on the U20 team and the U20 team itself. Jinpachi Ego says this is do or die for Blue Lock, and that if they want to be the greatest striker in the world, well, they're going to have to beat the greatest in the world. And this is far from the greatest in the world. So they better step up and beat the Japan's U20 team and show why they are inferior to Blue Lock. Isagi smirks just a little bit, and he's ready to take on the challenge that's ahead of him. But that is the end of this What If. That's the end of What If Isagi was the perfect player. But if you enjoyed, show some love, leave a like, leave a sub, leave a comment down below as always. And if you're watching or listening to this on Spotify, make sure to leave a follow and a 5-star rating. I actually have Dragon Ball What Ifs on my Dragon Ball channel. I'm debating if I want to put that on Spotify or not, or make a new Spotify for it. I haven't decided quite yet, but those who are on Spotify, well, you might see it, you might not. It really depends. We'll see. But with that said, I hope y'all enjoyed, and I hope all y'all have an amazing day. Later.